But of course, it's going to feel like summer, and summer, of course, means painting projects, indoor or outdoor, for a whole lot of folks. And while it's certainly cheaper to paint walls yourself, it can be a bit of a daunting task at times.
It can be. Some people don't, it's hard to know where to start. Yeah. There's a lot to know when it comes to painting, and we've all seen bad painting, and some of us have done bad painting. Well, Drew Beninati, who is the master finisher with Minneapolis Institute of Fine Finishes, joins us with some painting tips.
Good morning.
Some tricks.
Good morning, Drew.
Some color trends.
Color trends.
We're going to cover all that stuff, but let's talk about the painting tips first. What can you offer us as advice as far as how to do a good job?
Good job depends upon good tools and tools that are easy to use. User friendly. User friendly is in.
Okay.
And I'm here today to show you.
I like how user friendly is in. That makes sense.
User friendly is in.
Always in was
been out.
User in, cost effective, and very, very helpful. As a professional painter, this is probably one of the nicest products that any do-it-yourselfer can use. It makes it simple. I have put in enough paint to go ahead and do my cut-in around my room. It allows me to have an extra free hand.
Right there.
Wow.
One of my favorite features as a painter is my cell phone's ringing. Whoop, my brush is there. I'm going on. I'm doing my job.
Well, and
painting.
if you're me, I have dropped a brush before on the carpet by being up on the ladder and doing cut-ins before.
Sure.
Yeah.
That practically eliminates that.
That is
That's your
brilliant.
friend.
And that there are liners, so that you put the liners in there and then you just take them out to, and you change out your paint.
Absolutely.
Right?
You take this, let it dry, dispose of it, wash the brush out, and you're ready to go again.
Wow.
Very,
we
very
like
helpful.
that, don't we?
Okay. Any more tools then?
Absolutely. I'll show you what's new. In Paint World, we have a brand new tray. What I like about this tray is it also allows me to have an extra free hand. So I can take my brush, it's not going to float in my paint pan, disappear, and turn around and see it floating in that paint coat. Well, can
So it's
pour
just
it in here.
magnetic is why it's
just
staying.
magnetic. It stays clean. It stays not overloaded.
Even when you get it covered with paint, it still
Look at
sticks.
that. Still sticks.
Huh.
Well,
It sticks
I
in the
like
brush.
that. And you're pouring the paint. Does it matter what type of paint you end up buying to do certain rooms?
Absolutely.
I know every paint's not created equal.
You're absolutely right. We're using a high-grade paint. This is a self-priming paint. It makes it really simple for a consumer to put on a first coat, the second coat, all in one day. Get excellent coverage with this paint.
Now, you say it's self-priming, because does that mean for all colors? Because I know I've painted red before, and red is a horrible color to try to paint because you have to do things underneath it. Is there such a thing as a self-priming red paint?
There are red
And it works?
self-priming paints that work excellent.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right, well, you've brought with you something here. I'm assuming you're going to be painting. Giant canvas, and we want to see some painting techniques. We've all had drips, and we know starting with the edges first, and then, of course, you got to have the blue, the painter's tape. That makes the job easy.
You know what I've done sometimes, too, is after I've painted, I leave the blue painter's tape up as a characteristic flare in a room for a few weeks at a
decorative
time.
item.
Exactly.
Yes.
We put up the painter's tape to allow for a nice, clean, crisp edge, but most importantly, if this was millwork, we'd eliminate any splatter onto a nice new enamel or woodwork. I guess the best tip I would give everyone is good tools. We're going to start out with a good quality synthetic brush, which is made for today's water-based paints. I'm going to start by, well, I'm going to take my front here. I have this tray I can use, or I prefer to use in a paint job the handheld handy pail. I'm going to start by cutting in, do along our trim work.
Now, when you're working on your room in general, while you're doing your cut in here, how do you know how much paint to buy for your size room? How do you figure that out?
Really, really easy way to figure it out is to measure each wall, height and width, multiply them out to get a total square foot calculation. We use a rule of thumb of about 300 to 350 square feet of paint per gallon of paint, typically.
I know you do. I see you don't have a roller, and is that just because you have a smaller space today, or do you?
I do.
Oh, there
I loaded up the roller. I was hiding from you. I'm going to go ahead now and just put on a simple coat.
I didn't see it.
It was an invisible roller. Now, I like
it's
that
invisible,
color.
it works great.
What are some of the, quick, you got 20 seconds left here, some of the color trends we're seeing for the summer?
Neutrals and seeing some neutrals. We're also seeing some really fresh, vibrant tones right now.
Now, fresh and vibrant, like our lobby. We just painted our lobby, and our lobby. How did you describe our lobby color? Would you?
I think it was two words. Yes? Big bird.
Big bird. We're Big Bird's on a TV channel, so
and it's very kids love.
It says good morning.
It says good morning.
It says good morning.
All right, and just quickly, the trends out there, the sponge, you know, all that kind of faux finishes.
That faux finish
done.
stuff has made a really, really nice transition into beautiful metallic plasters and finishes that are very simple for homeowners to apply, very, very cost effective, and we do not sacrifice little bit sponge bodies any longer to get beautiful wall finishes.
Okay,
awesome.
I like
right,
that.
Drew. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us this morning.
Yeah, thank you. Jason.